Hello, this is Ellie, and I am building in what was originally the Crick Cabana. I think there's an original house here. I'm not sure, I don't quite remember, but I decided to build here. I wanted to do a small build, and I wanted to do it in Willow Creek, which is where we're at. So, whatever was here, I demolished, and I'm gonna put my own house on here. This is a starter home. It is under $20,000, uh, including the lot price. And that's what I was checking at first, what the lot price was, because I did set myself a little challenge just to stay within the $20,000 or lower. And pretty much it's a very simple house. There's not a lot to it. I try to incorporate some color in there, not too much. Again, since it is a really small house, I didn't want to overwhelm it with too much color or too many decorations or too much clutter. Small houses are kind of something that I do every once in a while in The Sims. I don't do a lot of huge builds. They take me a long time and they get me a little bit antsy, to be honest. So I stick with the small houses unless I'm playing with my family, and then I've been pretty extravagant with the family that I created. Oh, yeah. The roof was green at the beginning. Like the roof itself. Like it's going to be green in a little bit. I was trying to give the house a little bit of color. And never mind the fact that I hadn't even picked what the color was going to be for the walls of the outside of the house. I figured I'd start with the roof. I don't know why. The roof was easier to put together. I think it was one of the easiest things to put together in this house. So we have a front door. We have a couple of windows that are going around the area. Again, I was trying to keep it under 20,000, so I started putting just a minimal amount of windows, not too many, see what happened with that. And then I decided those pop-outs that I put in there, to try and break up the monotony of the fact that this is more of a box than anything, needed their own windows too. So I do try to put in windows in those two sections, and I do remove the two that are right beside the front door, which later on they make way for lights. I did have an issue. It was a trial for me trying to find windows for the front of this house. And those were fine, except I didn't want the blue in the middle. Like if those were all white, that would have been much better. In the end, these are the ones I decided for. And it gives the house a really cute little almost country-ish type of look. So I was fine with that. It is just a one bathroom, which is that's going to be the section for the bathroom, and a bedroom. Now the bedroom is open to the general area. As you can see, there is no door, and that is where the bedroom is going to go. It does hide the bed, but there is no actual door for there. The living room came along fairly easily. There wasn't a lot to do with it. That blue chair does stay, but it doesn't stay in that section. I do change it up and put it somewhere else. I thought it was too close to the front door. And I myself would have probably tripped if that was in my apartment at this time, because I am a big klutz. That little pop out that is in the living room area, that's going to become sort of a little nook, and there goes the chair. And it is going to have a bookcase. I think it has one of the small bookcases on there. I was able to fit that in, and it fit pretty nicely, and figured, a little extra seating for whoever comes to visit your sim or sims. There is a double bed in the house. Double bed did fit. And then they have a little extra seating in there just in case. So that's a small kitchen. I don't think we make too many changes to the kitchen afterwards. I think we maybe add back that one cabinet that I took off. Thought maybe adding an extra cabinet would help, because I did forget for a while there to put a sink. And while Sims can use the bathroom sink, I like having a sink in the kitchen. And just recently there, I was checking to make sure where my simoleons was at, just to make sure that I was still within the 20,000 simoleons and no more. There was no space for a closet. I mean, I could have expanded the bedroom a little bit and build a pop out for the bedroom to put a closet in, but I really didn't want to. Again, I was trying to stay under, and the dresser works fine. Here comes the bathroom. It's a 3-piece, no bathtub, but it's all good. I do put tile on the flooring. I know I don't have any of the flooring done just yet. I don't, none of my houses get built in the same way. Sometimes I do all the exterior first before I even go into the interior and do anything with that. Other times, just all over the place with it. So that's the tile that I did put in there. I have no idea why the camera went like that. I don't quite remember. And there's the flooring. Now, I don't believe that flooring is from the base game. I tried to keep the majority of the stuff that I had in here from the base game, simply because I was trying to do a base house. But I'm pretty sure a couple of things snuck around me. And I do believe that flooring is one of them. I did put a trash bin inside the house for the kitchen. I am quite sure that I forgot to put a trash can outside, as well as a mailbox. I'm pretty sure that's a given, which is fine. I can always add it later on and then just share it to the gallery whenever I remember to do that, because I don't think I've done that yet, and whatever, it's fine. This is usually how I do my houses. I usually put one coat of paint on the outside or siding or whatever the case may be. I've been trying to do a little bit extra, so I did add 3 colors to the outside here, and it was very simple too. I had the pop-outs in there. I figured they would give the house a little bit more dimension than just being a straight up box, as well as they would give me some area to put in some extra colors and things like that, like you see there. So it is mainly white siding with the blue siding in the middle and the brick on the pop-outs, and the roof is still green. That is going to change. I don't know what I was thinking with that green roof. It didn't really fit what I was doing here with the house. I put a couple of trees, some different trees and things like that. And I really wanted to put flowers underneath it. So I did end up doing the move objects cheat, just so I can do that. I didn't really use it for anywhere else on the house. Mainly, I don't use the sheets when I do a lot of small houses, at least not lately. But I do use them when I do big houses. Big houses are enough trouble for me as it is. I'd rather have it be a little bit easier. Oh, there I go, changing the roof. And I do think that brown roof works much better with the bricks. So that is the final roof. Do need lights for the house. I added a little extra window. Figured I had a little bit extra money left on there. We're pretty much almost done. Just putting some terrain paint, since again I didn't want to use a lot of money on the outside. The plants and things are very expensive in this game sometimes. You'd be surprised at how fast some things go away in terms of your simoleons. So yeah, I wanted to stick with the little challenge that I gave myself. Oh my god, blinds and curtains. I ended up going just with the first choice, those bamboo type blinds. And I do change those lights in the bathroom, I believe. Yep, I do. Now, the interior walls of the house are a pale yellow. And again, I didn't want to give it too much. There's some blues, greenery, a couple of little clutter things here and there, but not too much. I like that bookcase because it adds its own clutter. It just comes like that. So it's pretty nice. Now, this is when we add the sink to the kitchen, and I do end up adding another counter in there. Give it a little bit more space. And I want to add just 1 or 2 things for clutter, not too much. I realized I didn't add any paintings into this house, but the paintings, they're all pretty expensive, and the non-expensive ones, they're okay. So I think that's pretty much it. I think I add a couple more lights. Yep, add a couple more lights here. And we're pretty much done. Not a lot of screenshots for this house because it's pretty small and you've already pretty much seen everything on the house. Just the one floor, one bedroom, one bath. It's pretty nice for your single or even your couple just starting out if you have a couple. So there's the house. I love this photo. I think that looks so cute. And here you see pretty much everything right off the bat. The living room, dining room, and the kitchen, the bedroom, and the bathroom right there. And that's the sim I used. I played in the house for a little bit with the sim, but I have another family that I'm more involved in at this time. They're a little bit of an obsession. And that's the floor plan. Thank you so much everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed.